All right, let's see if anyone wants to join. Whoa. All right, Restream, you got to get this like social thing under control. Because it updated 3 times. That's crazy. Sorry, anyone that saw a bunch of tweets from me. That was crazy. All right, so hopefully get a couple people in a few minutes. See who joins in. Once you join the chat, just give me a hey. Let's see. What's up, Slobo, Steven? How's it going, guys? So I've got 3 viewers now. I'm gonna wait about 3 minutes, just hang out. So for whatever reason, last stream, I got a ton of emails about the layout. Even though I've been doing live streams for a while, with the previous layout, a lot of people were complaining about it after last stream. So I've changed the layout again. What's up, Mark? You've got many more years to your life, Mark. You'll be around for a while. I don't really have a plan. I'm kind of just going to screw around because it's Thursday, and usually there's a stream on Thursdays, even though I just did one Monday or Tuesday. I forget when. But I think next week, I was just talking with Dave from Brograph, we're going to start doing regular weekly Thursdays again for C4D Live, so that should be good. I spent creating swirls on metal. I haven't, but I know the general idea. We can kind of screw around with that. I know it's all what is it called? Anisotropic. Let me just get something going in here. Add some lights. And we'll do like an HDRI thing. Let's see. Do this one. That looks pretty interesting. Start this baby up. Oh, might help if I connected this. Cool. Viscorbals V-Ray tutorials to Redshift. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Viscorbel. Okay. Ah, cool. All right. Is there one in particular, Slow? What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Brayden, what's up? You guys always seem to appear together. But let's see. Triplanar. Map UVs. Create swirls. Is that what it's called, though? Like just swirls? Micro scratches. I'll just do a search for micro. Cool. All right, let's see. Well, he actually makes some scratches, so I'll just use some other scratches. It's probably just going to be anisotropic to like a crazy level. Power shader. Just reading through all this map. He's mapping that 4 times. That's just for plastic on top. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. No pun intended. I really did not mean that pun, but as it came out, that was good. All right, so I don't want a background. Kill that. And I don't need bucket rendering. Kill that. So we'll start with, let me just do some aluminum. That's probably best. Cool. And this sphere, why don't we do like 64 subdivisions? That's probably overkill, but just for the hell of it. So I'm going to bring in a texture node. And I've got a bunch of scratches from the French monkey that I'll see if one looks similar. Textures. Scratches. Let's see. This is pretty close. Yeah, we'll do this. All right. Put this into our roughness there. We should start seeing it in a second while it converts. That's huge. Those are huge scratches. Why is that so big? Let's try triplanar. See if we can get it to scale down a little bit. That is ridiculous. Nope, didn't want scale. Let's see. Come on. Man, I cannot wait for them to update Espresso with R20. Sounds like that's what's going to be happening, or there's rumors of that happening. All right, that's looking a little bit better. Let's try like a 1 to 1 to 1. That's a little too small. How about like 0.05? There we go. We're starting to get some like overlays in there. Let's go back to this and see what they did. So after finding blah, 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 okay, forget about reusing a regular bump map, draw a bunch of scratches. So that's kind of what we've done here. Okay. Oh, actually, is it like a high quality map? Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll go into this and download it. Sweet. Save image as, and just call this live 2018-010. What is today? The 4th. Where did you jump to? Folder. There it is. Scratch map. Good. And is the normal available? No, I don't want to have to make a normal. That's all right. We won't focus on the normal right now. All right, let's bring this in. Production. Live. Perfect. Cool. All right. Okay. I mean, I know how to make a normal in Photoshop anyway. I don't want to take the time to do it. So he's got to be scaling it somewhere. Creator shader, pure reflection. Okay, so going through all this. Bump is 30. I should really download a Utah teapot. All right, that's fine. So what is, all right, let me see this image. Oh, that's small. He's got normal map, normal map, normal map, normal map. And then I've never used V-Ray, so I'm just guessing based on other render engines that I've used. This looks like his refraction, multiply. Is that what that says? MT material. So let's say MTL. My eyes are going. Looks like MTL. All right, normal MTL. Is that what that says? And then that's like a plastic thing. And then Fresnel. Well, we don't really need to mess with Fresnel. I think triplanar is going to get really close. And then we do 0.01. All right, so that's a little too much. Let's try 0.05, 0.05, 0.05. That's too small. 0.05, 0.005. It's getting a little bit closer. He's got to be doing something with, so it's changing the viewing direction. I think we can get some better luck if we start using some of the anistropy. I got to practice that word. That's probably not going to do it with the scratches laid in there. Maybe we do have to use a Fresnel. Because, you know, everything in V-Ray requires a Fresnel. The other thing we could do is offset the rotations by like 45 degrees on each one. I don't know if it will do that. Let me do a quick refresh, see if that helps. Seems like it's not really doing anything. All right, so we've got that. This is all about glossiness subdivision. All right, now convert duplicate layer. Okay. So what he's saying, duplicate it a few times. But there's got to be a point where he twists it. Is this whole video just him making scratches? Yeah. All right. I don't want that. Get the map. Create a shader, blah, blah, blah. There's got to be something I'm missing with rotation somewhere. Yeah, that's what it sounds like too, that he's using 4 and lowering the strength just a little bit. I mean, I can try that. This should work as a bump by itself. So I don't have to create a normal. So let's do that. Get rid of that. Need a blender. So I guess we're limited to 4 for this as well. So we'll just copy this 4 times. Base. Oh. And then first one more. All right. Plug this into the overall bump. Okay, cool. Let me, yeah, I'll scroll down and look at the comments too, because seems like there's something. Do not rotate the map. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. If we go back up. Just game is blah, blah, that's fine. I'll use strength 1.5. Then 1. 0.5 and 0. Okay, so I'm going to do 1.5, 1. What's up, Gil? No, 0.5. And I said 0. I'm just going to do like 0.05. So there's something there. And additive, no, additive is not what we want. However, that kind of starts to give like a swirly effect in some of the spots. Let me see if I can find a BJ. Come on. There is no topic tonight. It is just free for all questions. Slobo was asking about how to possibly recreate this inside of Redshift. Wow, this is being slow. Come on. Really? Let's go. All right. Actually, this should work fine if it's okay. Right now, I'm just trying to find a Utah teapot to download. This kind of is all right. Where's download? Log into comment. This one not up. Download right there in front of my face. I think I have an account. All right, just do this really quickly. There we go. All right, download original. Well, ask away. Maybe we can figure it out. Source, please. Oh man, why do they do this? Like double up. All right, bring this out there. All right. No material. Okay, cool. Kill this. There we go. So let's see how this looks. No, that doesn't look right. Like, it's got to be doing something else. Yeah, Gil, what's your question, man? And we'll try and answer it. Where's the Fresnel part of this that he's talking about? So create more gradual fall off. So in my example, I'll use 1.5, 1, 0, third, and then 0. Whatever, that's fine. That just doesn't seem right. Sorry, Slowbo. I feel like I'm missing something. Like something. It's got to be something with the Fresnel, maybe, that he's doing down here that I'm just not picking up on. Because where does he plug that into? The blend. So maybe he's blending. Okay. Fresnel. Am I still streaming? All of a sudden it went quiet in chat. Looks like I am. Okay, just making sure. Yep, okay. So, Fresnel, what did he do? He went to 1, and then I'm just gonna blend 1. Okay, and then he's doing something. See, so he's doing something with this coat here. Oh, I won't spend the entire stream on it. I'm just following these, and I can see that he's blending it right here, and then he's got it going to a coat, which I guess this is a blend material. Okay, so that kind of makes sense then. Then a duplicate, and then blend and blend. All right, I'm gonna see if adding this Fresnel in will help. I'm gonna use it as the blender for these. Can I not use it to blend? Oh, that's interesting. Why is that? Huh. Yeah. When I mean, I don't want to scan all the comments, so I'm trying to just go quickly. Interesting results for saying things. Midpoint of normal map is wrong. Okay, well, I'm using his. Bump strength is actually 30, but then the normal map strength is 1.5. So maybe a situation where I would actually have to use the normal map. All right, I'm gonna sideline this for maybe something we can pick up again. Scroll. Let's see. Step is a bit finicky. Some lighting. Oh, so in some lighting scenarios it doesn't work that well. So it's like he's tricking the light a little bit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sideline this, and then I think I might be able to figure out another way to do it. All right, so Gil, your question, noise. I'm just gonna copy this pot and light, and I don't really need the camera. Bring this in here, kill that. Look around my mic because I couldn't see for a second. All right, Gil. So animating noise sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's been finicky for me, but the way that I've figured it out is if you grab a noise, and we'll pipe it into diffuse. Actually, I'm just going to pipe it straight out so we can see it better. Let's get something. No, I need like 5. Something like that. And all right. So you can use offset here. to animate it. So if you do it like normal, you can just keyframe it, and then at 1 second, let's go up to 1. See if what my undersampling's at. So, all right, 1 should be all right. So now you can see, and that's that. So it can get finicky sometimes. I've had it just not offset at all, or I've had stuff try to control it and it doesn't do it. Mostly because this is a vector setup, so it's got 3 inputs for X, Y, and Z. And sometimes you can only get X and Y to come in, and because of that little shift, it doesn't convert properly. I'm sure there's a way to convert it properly. I just don't know enough about it yet, I guess, to do that. But this is pretty much it. You just set your keyframes. So, you know, like 5. Go like that. And if you want to get really fancy, plug it into, say, your reflection roughness. Disconnect the diffuse. You get your shine to kind of change as you go. You can also plug it into a bump. Then your bump animates around, and just like that. If I turn off my undersampling, hopefully it will keep up. Let's see. Still undersamples a little bit, but you get the idea. Try to check industry workshops ident on Vimeo. Industry workshop. It's like noise like that with the cube. So the way I'd probably do that, yeah, I did a tutorial a while back using Vertex Maps, and I would probably do that with this for using a Vertex map. I'm gonna throw this in a connect and just do that really quick. Cool. Tracking an object on footage, and I can get the shadows out, etc. out, but I can't get the proper matte alpha of the object. Oh, what's up, Brandon? I didn't even read your name. I just reading the text. I've kind of covered the proper ID or proper way to use RS object tag with object ID and AOVs, but I can go over that again. There's a few different ways to go about it. Gil, if you want to check out my Vertex map video, that's probably the best way to go about that. I will circle back around to that if you still have questions. I think it's like a 5-minute video or 10-minute video. It's really quick and easy to set up. But Brandon, yeah, I can do a quick little setup for you. Because there, of course, is like 50 ways to do it. So I've got these 3 objects. I'm going to throw these object tags on here. And we're going to give each one an ID. So this will be 1. Cone will be 2. And 3. All right, so go into the AOV manager. All right, so as I said, there are multiple ways to take care of this. I don't know why I've never thought of pinning that there, but I need to do that from now on. So one is to use the object ID tag. Bring this in over here. And it kind of works, but not the way that you think. So what I mean by that is, I'm going to turn these off, or I'm just going to delete them out. And I want to keep one in there just to show you what's happening. We'll do diffuse. All right, so what's happening? So you got to turn bucket rendering on. And oh, I don't have AOVs turned on in general. My bad. All right, I just went to the manager. Got to turn those on. All right, there we go. So we look at diffuse. Here's our diffuse. I don't really have any lights in the scene to just give us something. I will bring in an area light and set this up here. All right, so all right, it's just gonna blow out right now because the area light's strong. Anyway, this is our diffuse, and come in here, and you can see over these areas, we get a little bit different information. Let me show more of it. There we go. So display, you're saying 0.61, 0.62, et cetera, et cetera. Do I like cheese? I love cheese. Cheese is awesome. Over here, 0.54. Over here, it gets a little bit less as it diffuses away from the light, 0.43. So it's using a linear model for this display right in here. On a sandwich, my favorite is provolone by far. Like, I want it to cut my tongue in half and be super sharp provolone. Just for like cubes and snacking purposes, probably I really like cubes of pepper jack. So for object ID, Brandon, it's a little bit different. And so look at this object ID tag right here, and you'll see this scalar number. So if we go here, this is 1, 2, 3. And then the display is actually double that. So 2, 4, 6. So when you go into something like Photoshop, it's going to condense it all down into like this white alpha. And the best way to show that is, let me just go into Fusion really quickly. Or Brandon, what are you using? Are you using After Effects or Fusion or Nuke or whatever to composite to get your track? Footage. I think it's in here. Component 8. All right, so I'll just do this in After Effects. I'm not going to show you in Fusion then. And I'm going to render this out. Object ID test. Cool. ID test. Do that. Oh. And AOV, we'll do that. All right. I don't need to save the file. So version 1 is to use object ID like this. And I'm going to save it out right now. Just, I keep hitting Control S. I don't mean to. All right, so Photoshop. Go in here. And what? You can use them in multipass. Like, I have multipass turned on, and right here it'll output. I'll show you in a second. It outputs multiple files if you want it. So here's AOV. If I go in here, object ID test, this is just going to be baked down into a single OBJ, or I mean EXR. Then this one here has them split out. So I guess I did the inverse somehow. Here's the diffuse and here's the object ID. So let me bring these in. So they're right here. And then if we do this object ID right here, I should be able to use 3D channel and then ID mat from ID, and then go here and I'm gonna select one, turn this off. I think I have to do invert. Oh, really? Material ID? No, it should be object ID. All right, let me try two. Use converge. Am I eating my words right now? Why is that not doing that? Because I know I just did it in Fusion. Like, well, you can use extractor, but that's not what I want to do. I want to just be able to use the ID mat and use object selection right here. So one should be the cube right there by itself, and it's not, and I'm not sure why that is. That does not make sense. Let me go into alpha, RGB straight. Let me go under here like that. No, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. AOV. All right, I'm gonna see maybe the multi-layer file that went in the AOV one will handle it better. That's not right. All right, effects. If not, I'll show you what I mean in Fusion. But I'll show you other ways to do it too, because there's like 5 ways to do it. Do you have to? Well, that's what I thought too. So if I come here and then I go up to 2, thinking that in here it was showing up as double. Right? So like the scalar is 2, display is 4. Here is 1 and 2, but 2's not showing up and 1's not showing up. So I'm just gonna try it on this baked out one. No. Okay. Try one more thing. 3D channel extract, object ID. Why am I getting a warning? 8-bit. Okay. Let's do 8-bit then. Is that really? Okay, object ID. Invert. No. All right, let me try it on this one. 1. Invert. No. Converge. No. All right. I'm going to just show you what I mean in Fusion really quickly, and then it'll just be faster to go this way. Production. That really pisses me off that it's not working in After Effects, but it should. So just move this over. And, all right, so I've got this color inspector here. If I come over these values, excuse me, you'll see the RGBA matches the object value. And in Fusion, you can actually change what is associated to things. So object ID, I would come down here, and if it was baked out with the super one, let me grab that. The deep EXR is what I mean, not super. It should let me choose. Yeah. So if I come to this drop down here, object buffer 0, you'll see it adds object ID in here, and I can just go over these and it'll go 1, 2, 3. Like it knows because it's baked into it. Just like in this one, it knows 1, 2, 3. So there's something screwing up here. However, I guess if you want to use extractor, you could set it to black point 1 and then invert it, which is stupid. No. 2. So 1. If I do 2, that's that. It's kind of giving me the effect I want, but not really. 2, 3. So maybe if I do 4 and double it, 6. No, because it's applying to everything. That's not right. It really should be channel 3D ID mat. Let me try identifier alpha mat. Let's do 1. Will that work? No. Click for dialogue. Okay, I'm clicking for dialogue. Click for dialogue. All right, well, I'm going to show you the other way to do it, Brandon, because this is clearly not getting us where we want to go. The other way that you can do it is use a puzzle mat. And then under this, you change your object ID. And you can set up to 3 objects as different ID values, or you can say 1, 1, 1, and we'll just call this cube. There we go. Wasn't letting me type for a second. Now if I come here to cube, you'll see that's it right there. Can duplicate this, called next one cone. Oh my gosh, cone. That's what I get for typing with a Wacom pen in my hand. 2, 2, 2. So cone. This updates will be right there. And for giggles, I don't want to save it. There we go. I'll just render this out again. And then import this. I didn't check save file in my manager, did I? Nope. All right, save file. Nope, not that. Stop hitting Control R or Control S. There we go. So then we get each of these passes by themselves. So then they just work as mats. So then here's this. And we can go like that, turn this background off there. Set to stencil alpha. No, silhouette alpha. Stencil luma. There we go. So there you go. You can isolate that there. Of course, you can pre-comp it if you want. Do what you need to do, or do it the other way around. You can use it as an alpha mat, of course. Or I guess it would have to be a luma mat. That's weird too. I'm not sure why it's not considering an alpha mat, but just for giggles, since I re-rendered it. Well, I like sharp cheddar too, Brayden. Like a New York sharp is really good, Brayden. Brandon, does that help? Does that get you further with what you need? I really want to look into why it's not pulling the ID from this. Like that, that's not right. Like for this in here, yeah, I should really be able to just do object ID. Let's just see if it's screwing up with material ID. Nope. Really stupid. Oh well. How do you work with C4D shader? That's pretty simple. I have to tell you, it is very slow. You're welcome, Brandon. I just saw that pop up. So Noradine, I hope I'm saying that right. It's really slow to work with the C40 shader. I mean, like double plus times, but I will show you. So they have one that's pre-built. You can just do C40 shader, throw it on this cube here, kill that, get out of there, and I'm gonna go get this dome light. Actually, I'll just work in this scene. It'll be a little bit easier. All right, so you can do it two ways with C40 shader and just pop it on this object there. And there you go. I mean, that seems fast when it's just a thing, but if I hit bucket render, that's 5 seconds. While this, if I throw this on here, it might be a little bit longer because it's a noise with a bump. That's 9 seconds. I guarantee it's a lot faster because I've done it with jobs, and I'm gonna turn off GI just for the time being so it speeds up a little bit. I've done it with jobs recently where it's seemingly pretty fast, like 20 seconds to render a frame. That's reasonable. But then I've updated the shader to be a built-in Redshift shader, like moved all the textures over and everything. I've gone from 20 seconds down to like 5 or 2. But so that's way one. And this is kind of oddly named. It says baked texture, but that's actually just a custom name for this. It's just a regular texture. So if you're working in something with a regular material, and you go in and you want to use a Cinema 4D shader, you come in here, just do C4D, and you get your shader, and then you have to grab a texture, and it's not a baked texture. They just relabeled that. Go to texture 0. Go in here, add that in, and You can do most things from surfaces. There's been a couple things that haven't worked, like I think Venus doesn't work. I'm gonna turn this off and update. Oh, might help if I put this on here. Yeah, so Venus doesn't really update. I know like Earth works. I don't know why Venus doesn't. Cloud, I don't think it actually works. It's just going to hold the old bacon there. If I go into Galaxy, though, that does work. So you kind of have to fool around with it. Noises do work. They get super slow, though, pretty quickly, especially up in here. If you want to up your parameters, so like a 2K file, I know I'm saying that they get slow because I have multiple cards running at the moment, but I promise they do get slow, but it's not going to show up here clearly. Braden, I used to do everydays a long time ago. Like last spring, I was really into doing everydays. There we go. But I'm very torn about it. I in some ways think it helps, and in other ways I think it's just kind of pointless. Like you're regurgitating stuff over and over again. So like it helps learn Arnold or Octane or Cinema, or not Cinema 4D, like render engines. It helps learn the technical things, but after a point, you're kind of just mimicking what other people are doing. But so like I got into like a black and white kick for a little while. This is when I was trying to learn Arnold. So everything I was doing was just kind of black and white. But if you look at it, it's all kind of subliminally just like crappy Beeple stuff. Like, I mean, kind of get better, but then if you scroll down more and more, you'll see I don't really have everydays. This is just like random crap here and there. But I kind of just use Instagram as like an experiment sketchbook and don't do everydays as much. Like Grant, who just did his year of Houdini stuff, man, that's awesome. And that's a great way to learn software. Like I was saying, with learning a render engine like Redshift or whatever. But in the end, you kind of just start to look like everyone else. Like here's Beeple, and everyone's doing the same thing that Beeple's doing, or they're trying to. I mean, he has his aesthetic down. But then if I go through my Instagram and look at this, all right, cool. So it's a sphere and it's using Merck's new thing. Great. People just did that too. Okay. I mean, it's cool, I guess, to do them. Like this here, Spaceman, that's just David Ariev. You know, Spaceman, City, Mist, VDB, whatever, and some depth of field. That's all David Ariev. Like, take a look at his work. And so here's David Ariev doing stuff for Deadmau5. And you can see it's, you know, fog and all this. I mean, do you think it taught you a lot in terms of like technical stuff, like learning how to use Cinema 4D and all that? Or do you think it's actually helped you like with your voice and developing a style? So here's like a spaceman doing stuff in the field. And then I don't know if David's got his spaceman video up here, like space, space, space. So here's clips from David's music video with that spaceman. So, and that, you know, that was what, like a page of scrolling to find people that are just mimicking people. The people that are doing illustration every day seem to do it a little bit better, I think, because they find new stuff to draw every day and just learn more with texturing, what all MoGraph things do. But now I've done it for a while. It's kind of repetitive, but I don't want to stop. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of just technical stuff. So texturing's pretty technical, just learning where to plug things in. MoGraph things, that's just learning their technical abilities, but honing your craft of, you know, if somebody came to you with a job and said, can you animate this and churn out a 5-minute video or however long, could you handle it, you know? That's where dailies kinda are like almost a myth of like making people better. Like, it's very rare that I see original stuff. Like, this actually seems original. If this is someone's daily, like I've scrolled through how many things now and haven't seen anything like that yet. Like, cool balls doing stuff together. Like this actually seems kind of original. Like a little short like that. Shorts are really good. And there's an article all about it on Motionographer. Like, this looks like it might be kind of cool. I can say I've done something similar to this too, though, on my own. Let's see, last year. And streaming eats up bandwidth. Come on. Or Instagram's just slow. So like right here. All right. So pretty similar, kind of this more shape. It's really pretty to look at. Man, even like colors are pretty similar, like blue, green, pink. This like blue, green, pink, kind of like soft peachy orange. So this is pretty cool. Let's see, is this a render? Yep. Oh man, that's even with Redshift. Awesome. Well, good job, Geo. I hope you don't mind me streaming this. But like stuff like this, it's like, all right, cool. You're not the first person to do this. Like, some of these people I admire too. Like, I've been following their work for a while, but then I see them do things. I'm like, oh, you're starting to kind of look like this now. And I know it's just like incestuous because everyone's on Instagram and looking at the same stuff. The same thing happened with Dribble for a while, and I think Dribble's pretty much dying at this point, but every graphic designer on there is just like doing hipster sketch logos and things like that. So I'm not saying I have like the most original crap ever. I definitely create shitty work and, you know, mimic other people that I see. but I definitely am cognizant of what's going on and trying to not do that. There's a lot of illustration coming through now. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get every days. I don't think they make people grow artistically. They make them grow technically to a point, unless you're like people where you've developed a voice through it and kind of found a rhythm to it. But don't do it because everyone else is doing it, you know? Search every day. Oh man, thanks, Mark. Mark is like Instagram expert every day. Holy crap, 7.5 million. My gosh. Incestagram. Yeah, it's getting that way. God, look at these bros. Bro jocks. All right. I just want to say this is a terrible Photoshop. Like, great. Giant tits right there. Whatever. This face. What the hell is this? Like, it's like an inflate used only right there. Well, I'm sure it was used here too, but like, all right, that's irritating. I should just start a whole streaming show about going through the everydays hashtag and bashing the crap out of everydays, or this stream. You know, Mark, what is that one? It's like XUX, what was it? XU, there it is. Ah, no. This one. There's a lot of everydays that show up here. I want the hashtag. XUXOE. I didn't know that either, Mark. I really thought it was gonna be more related to this. All right, so this hashtag generally has some pretty original content in here. But I guarantee we're gonna see repeat crap. Okay, so these three right here. Where's my pen tool? I'm getting my pen tool out. Let's do this. I'm doing this TA critique style. All right, so this here, face, cool. Face, cool. Face in a box. I mean, if they're all the same person, that might be okay, but I bet you they're not. So let's see. Robot Render, Nicolo Tasic, and Michael Perez. All right in the same area, and there's a fourth one, which I didn't do. But they're all the same. Like, they're just lit slightly differently. Let's see if we can do it again. Like bananas, but I guess that's like Stefan Sagmeister. Everybody gets on him for a little bit, like a kick. My face is drying out because my heat's running. It's making me itchy. You can see me keep like scratching my beard and mustache. Let's see. All right, so shiny balls. That's totally common. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just it happens. So like this, I saw this earlier. I kind of dig this. I tried to make a floppy drive earlier last year, or like towards the end of last year, just playing around. So maybe that's why I'm drawn to it. But it's just something simple, but it's got some thought to it, you know, like there's some composition to it. All right, so this like greebly ultra noise repeater stuff, that's another David Ariev technique that he took from somebody else, I forget, but he actually gave them credit, at least the other artists that he was mimicking them, and even did a tutorial on it. I think this is pretty cool. Dude, Benadryl sleep is sometimes just necessary, especially this time of year. All right, so heart, I've done heart stuff. So, man, we totally like sidetracked down this thing. So this is kind of cool. I wonder if this is like the other one that we just saw. Let me go in here. No, I thought I saw somebody else with a Siberian skull. So like these are kind of cool, like the VDB stuff and objects. It kind of reminds me of like Exosponza and Already Been Chewed a little bit more Exosponza. This guy's a little bit more original, it seems like. I'm digging his work. I might give him a follow, especially like these trippy psychedelic patterns and stuff in here. That's pretty fun. Like these. That's cool. All right. What else we got? Like, all right. To give an example, this right here, I bet I can recreate this in about 5 minutes. Like, there's little things that probably took some effort, like these dots in here and stuff, but this is just like a generic greeble and then 3 shiny balls. Let's go for it. Let's just see how long it takes to actually do this. You know, it's like we got a floor, right? Floor. And said floor is going to need to be stretched out a little bit this way, a little bit more this way. All right. And we'll get aluminum in a second. There we go. Boom. Aluminum, and go in here. By the way, if anyone has questions and wants to stop me from doing this, feel free to chime in. This is supposed to be learning, not me bashing every days and then trying to recreate one. So definitely stop me if you want. And is it Bryant? Where are you, Bryant? Or Braden, sorry, I was thinking Bryant. Braden, why were you asking me about cheese, man? If you're still watching. Doot. This is not the drive I want to be in. There we go. Tech it. Something like this, probably. Munster is good. I like most cheeses. I like Gouda's good. Go with some bacon. That's funny. I have never been to Wisconsin. I think, Mark, aren't you in Wisconsin, dude? Or like somewhere near there? I know you are slightly close to Detroit, or not Detroit, Chicago, but yeah, see, Wisconsin. Awesome. Man, I'm like the Wilford Brimley of cheese. Like if they ever find out there's she's a beatus, that's me. All right, plug this in. Plug it in. Man, how long have I been streaming for now? It's man, it's way over an hour. That's all right. No worries. Because it's free. Bump. Progressive rendering. Wake up. What's going on? I just need to scale it up some more. Yeah, we'll do like 50. Oh yeah, let's do like 500. Let's really push this. And make this 50. I think that's a little too far, maybe 5. All right, so we've got some like circuit board, whatever crap going on here. I think I'm gonna get a color or a layer. Boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. All right, in there, like that. Let's find another texture. Put that in there. Probably should have used a composite. Whatever. Fix it in a minute. Doot, 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 doot. Scratches. This is like the hour where I start to get weird and giddy. So you're gonna start hearing me sing to myself and full ADD come out. Doot, 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 doot. Subtract. Works for me. This is a French monkey greeble. Greeble. Darken. Yeah, composite would have been a way better choice for this. Just handles it better. Boom. Beeples, greebles. Where'd you get those sneebles? Screen? Nope, too much. Too much. Subtract. Too much subtraction. Why? Blend alpha? Why is it doing it like that? I don't think it should be that harsh. Difference? That seems pretty good. Maybe I'll throw a little range finder on here. Color change range. There we go. I am agreeable about the greeble, and I would like to meet people. Say that 3 times fast. Jeez. Agreeable Beeple and his Beeple Greebles. And his Greeble Peoples. I just made an effin' Beeple tongue twister. Oh, God. What am I doing with that life? What did I say? Agreeable. Ugh, I can't do this. Agreeable Beeple and his Greeble people. Agreeable Beeple and his Beeple people. No, Agreeable Beeple and his Greeble people. Ah, yeah, scratches are adding a little bit of nice shenane in that, right? That's what it's called, shenane. This is probably an sRGB value, I bet. That's why it's kind of getting funky. Yeah, Agreeable Beeple and his Greeble people. Oh, Nordine, how do you create wet roads? You know what, dude? I actually did this on a live stream a while back. I have no idea which one, but I've got it pre-built. Sorry, dude. You asked that question a while ago. I am so sorry. Where did I put it? Web maps. Come on. I know. Was it in live streaming? Did I put it in here? No, that's a backdrop. Ooh, Vertex Maps, Advanced Materials, Bloom, Quickies, maybe it's in here? Nope, that's smoke. All right, let me do a quick search for this. Wet. There it is, wet road. Why is my file not named? That is lame. That is a lame duck. All right, so I'm going to go over this really quickly, and you know, there's probably a better way to do this now. This is going to look really intense, but it's not. So let's start here. So this is just dry road. Oh, my texture's not linked because I moved everything around. Oh, that's dumb. All right, what is this supposed to be? All right, well, the way you do it, and if you go look through my archive of videos, it's probably like a month or two ago I did this, and I'm gonna have to disconnect some of this stuff, I think. So this is kind of your dry road right here. You can make it look as dry or as wet as you want. Reflection's pretty high on this because I just disconnected all my noise and stuff. But if you want to add noise in, just do a search for noise. And there's lots of different noises you can choose from. Agreeable beeple and his brie eating greeble people worshipping a cheese steeple. Oh man, that's awesome. Especially since Beeple is from Wisconsin as well. I guess he's in Charleston, South Carolina now, but yeah, that was awesome. Good one. Good job, Mark. Houdini Mark with his Beeple's Greebles People recipe. Why is this so blown out? This is bizarre. Seriously. Shouldn't be so blown out. Is my light just super high? It's at -4. What's this at? ISO 50, shutter speed 30. Let's try like 200 for the shutter speed. All right, I'm gonna get out of this camera for a second because something's getting blown out in there and it's not right. All right. Just for giggles, does this still link? I don't think it does. All right, I'm gonna start relinking some of these things really quickly. And which megascans is this? This is road. Okay, that should be easy to find. So I can get this texture down for you. But so what I'm gonna do is build this road and then blend another material on top of it. If you've seen David Brodeur's tutorial on how to do it with Octane, it is like 90% the same. Textures. No, megascans. Where are my megascans in here? It's been a while since I've used my megascans. It's probably right in front of my face. Textures. Why wouldn't it be in my textures folder? Have I not used Megascan since I restarted my computer? No, this doesn't make sense. Mega. Come on. Scans. That does not make sense. I may not have my road textures set up at the moment, and that would be really disappointing. Stock photos, I doubt it's in here. No. 3D. All right, I think my computer went down like 2 months ago or a month ago, and I don't know that I've actually used Megascans since then. Did I put it in here? No, this is old work. Resources, no. There's nothing in that archive. I need to delete. This is stupid. Not in here. That's cache. Not in here. No, it should really be in here. All right. So Nordine, if you do a search, I will look for it right now because I don't want to have you wait around for it. YouTube. Go to my page. Recommended is crazy. Apparently, I need to listen to music while reading about ancient art. The ancient art of cutting stone. Cool. Creator Studio. All right, let me find it for you. It was kind of early back, I guess. I think it is this one. October 19th, I'm pretty certain, because I had just done this whole thing for getting excited for Stranger Things. Let me just hit play on this really quickly and see. Dude, nope, this is a can. Because it was a tutorial I was going to do and then decided to do other stuff because other people were requesting stuff. Let's see, Redshift wet road. See if my own thing comes up. No. All right. Well, here's David Brodeur's right here. Create wet roads. If you follow this but make it in Redshift, it's almost identical. If you want to go through my archive of videos, it's one of my live streams because I never actually made it into a tutorial. And if I knew what the hell was happening with my Megascans, I would fix it right now to show you a road. But if you want to use just Redshift noise, you would do something like this. Put it in the diffuse here, and then you can put it in your reflection roughness. I'll just hit play on this. I need to make sure it's hooked up. There you go. So you can see we start to get kind of this road look here. And it's kind of wet and glossy. You can change your weight. You know, it's probably more of like a gray reflection. And man, that road material that I had before was really nice. It really looked like some road. Let's call that good and maybe get a bump. But you can find some road textures and plug it in and make it look like an actual road. But if you want to just use the free noise, then you just have to play with it for a bit. I'll throw that in here. And I can start adjusting this some. Maybe like 50. So you can see it starts to get bumpy in there. This noise we can scale down. So we'll just do like 1 by 1 by 1, and that makes it super big, but then we'll do, say, 32, get it nice and small again. So there's a lot of white in here. We can make this more of like a gray. There you go. All right, so that's your dry material, we'll call that. And what you're gonna do is make a wet one, something shiny like this. And this really doesn't have much going on with it. And you will blend the two together. And what's driving the difference between these is this noise in here. And so this noise, if I just link it up, looks like that. You can see it's kind of puddly. You can control it with a ramp here. And like I said, it's like pretty close to David Brodor's setup as well. If I come into this camera here, see we get like these kind of swirly waves of wetness that come through. And then just do whatever you want with your noise. Come down here with the ramp. You can control that however you want. Now with this blender, since that's being controlled with that there, just kind of have to play with it a little bit. Maybe you don't want it so wet, so you bring that down some, bring down the roughness a little bit. Sorry, up the roughness like I was doing. Went back in my words. See, it gets a little bit softer and some more of the bass comes through. So you just kind of have to play with it. But I do have a better live stream where everything's hooked up and you can see what's going on. All right. So I'm going to scroll through and make sure I didn't miss any questions. All right, so the only thing that I didn't answer was Gil. I kind of answered it, but yeah, Gil, if you're still watching for whatever reason, go check out Vertex Maps. I can open that up really quickly too, just before I sign off. Vertex Maps, and we will do this one. I don't need bucket rendering to show it. So if you want to do what they're doing in that video that we were talking about earlier, it's all controlled with the Vertex map. Oh yeah, this is the one that I started to remake with actual wet map for X particles. So I'm playing this with particles now, not controlling Vertex map. You could see, let me see if it will update this. I should open the other one. You can see if we look at the side, we're using scratches, and as the Vertex map dissolves, these scratches come on, and as it comes back together, it smooths out. So everywhere in yellow is going to be scratched, and as I move it back here, move to the back with the scratches back here. So yeah. All right, so that is it for tonight, I guess. Thanks for hanging out, of course, as always. I'm gonna switch over to my other camera view really quick. Boop, there we go. Man, look at that hair. It's all crazy like. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out as always. And if you have any questions, do a quick Google search for 531. It's the easiest way to find me and play along. Go join the Brograph Slack, brograph.com/Slack, and you can come in there and chat with us. Next week, we should be back on a pretty normal schedule. I'm going to shoot for an actual tutorial on Tuesday now that the holiday season's over, not just these like random live streams and things like that. Mark, you're in here. You didn't even say, hey, dude, you like catch all my streams. Well, you're welcome, Mark. Thanks for hanging out as always. But yeah, next week should be back to normal. Tuesday, hopefully I'll have a tutorial out. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because it's been a while and I'm kind of running out of ideas. I have ideas for things, but it doesn't always pertain to Redshift. So if you want specific things in Redshift, let me know. What else? Thursday, we'll probably be back to full Brograph joint live stream. So you'll be able to watch it here on my channel and Brograph and everywhere that we stream it to. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, come hit me up on Twitter, wherever. Check the links below. Oh, I guess also if you haven't bought my metal packs, they're on sale right now, or at least the bundle is until tomorrow, at the end of day tomorrow. So go check that out. I've got links floating around all over the place for those too. If you use 2018 for a coupon code, you can get $1 off the bundle pack. What else? That's it. I think that's it. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. It was a long one. We're kind of just dicking around and slamming people on Instagram, but you know, it was fun. All right, guys, thanks so much for your support, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I wasn't. I thought I was streaming my OBS screen that whole time, but I wasn't. So now I'm really gonna sign off. See you guys.